Alright, look, Geekers, we're back. We got another video. Y'all see the title. It's Dirty Dom, how he became the biggest player. Now you already know. Dom should not be having to choose between Liv and Rhea. It should be me. I don't know how this nigga Dom is getting Liv and Rhea, bro. He literally hitting both of that, bro. He's getting in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You see how he started, bro, like some bland ass Rey Mysterio son. Now he got the tats, the mustache, but still no aura though. That's the thing. But he's like, you know what I'm saying? He's still getting Rhea and Liv. Well, not Rhea no more, but I'm saying, like, it's still crazy. Like, comment, sub. I'm interested, bro.
Just 4 years ago, Dominic Mysterio was fresh on the scene of WWE. He was a clean-cut, good guy trying to follow his father's legacy. His father, the most legendary luchador of all time, the most popular masked wrestler in the last 20 years with WWE, Rey Mysterio. But considering how great his father's legacy was, there was always going to be additional pressure on him. Oh, the challenge of being the son of a great wrestler when you want to be your own star. This isn't something new. We've seen second, third, even fourth generation wrestling superstars face similar circumstantial pressure. But the difference between Dominic and, let's say, a Randy Orton was the fact that Dominic was in the spotlight before he very much had time to even develop. That's right. Dominic Mysterio played a supporting role on WWE television when he was just a child in the mid-2000s. Randy Orton, on the other hand, had a couple of years to develop away from the spotlight before the age of social media and the pressures that come with it. Yeah, the constant analysis of the first few years of Randy Orton's career are not the same that Dominic faces now in a near 24/7 social media news cycle. In hindsight, things play out the way they're supposed to, but it's also clear that Dominic has got a lot of unnecessary pressure and criticism. At just 23 years old, it's almost like people expected Dominic to be a carbon copy of his father, you know? Fickle fans who simply can't look at someone below the surface. Thankfully, it was realized in the scenes that have played out that he was never going to be Rey Mysterio. He was bound to be his own man.
Exactly.
Yes, maybe wear his own mask at one point. That's a different video. The last 2 years have proven just how good he really is. He's one of WWE's biggest storyline players and the center of one of the hottest wrestling storylines of 2024. So how did Dominic Mysterio go from being undesirable to some, but so despised by so many, and in a way, desirable? He is WWE's biggest utility player. This is Sportskeeda Wrestling. I'm Kevin Kellum, sound off on Dominic Mysterio and what you think of his current wrestling status. Stand back. There's a new wrestler. WWE. A whole lot for Dominic Mysterio. Yes, she's done a massive favor for his career. In the months leading up to him joining the purple and black bad guy group, The Judgment Day, a clip went viral of her locking her legs around his neck. And you simpy people on the internet lost your minds over it because you all shared it, which was really the kind of precursor to what has become their on-screen relationship. Yes, it was really a week before that happened in late July when WWE began building up to it. First, it involved Rhea Ripley hijacking Rey Mysterio's 20th anniversary celebrations backstage. She elbowed Aaliyah Mysterio, Rey Mysterio's daughter, in the face and dragged Dominic by the hair and used it so Damian Priest of the Judgment Day could ambush Rey Mysterio. The next week, the triangle choke that was seen around the world happened. The week after that, Rhea dragged Dominic's lifeless body to the stage to distract Rey Mysterio and help Finn Balor beat him. It was right before Clash at the Castle on Raw that we got an example of just how much power Rhea had over him. Dominic had a kendo stick in his hand, and the only person left in the ring was Rhea Ripley. Dominic didn't want to use the weapon on her, but his body language indicated that he would do it if he was left with no choice. Rhea, with that devilish $1 million smile on her face, the entire time stood her ground and managed to get Dominic to simply hand over the kendo stick, which was a clear sign of the alluring power dynamic that was playing out here. Just days later, Dominic would turn on Edge and his father and officially join the Judgment Day at the Clash at the Castle event. The audible gasp, even though everyone saw it coming, was still a stunning moment. Probably one of the best heel turns that WWE's had in years.
I feel like Dom will be a heel forever, bro. I mean, he did that. Heel for a couple years. And then he just went double heel when he turned on Rhea Ripley or Liv Morgan, bro. There's no way this dude could ever be a babyface, bro. Everybody literally, or like the casual audience literally hates his gut. Me personally, I enjoy it. I feel like it should be me in his position. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, heel forever,
That's
bro.
when the wheels began to turn, not only for his relationship with Rhea, but his entire character. On the Raw after Clash at the Castle, he had a completely new look with slicked black hair, and he got booed out of the building because, you know, of the things he did. Suddenly, Rhea was getting more hands-on with Dominic, like literally, she was literally the one who kept pushing him into situations to prove his commitment. And more than Damian or Finn Balor, it was Rhea who was helping him put on his big boy pants and be a real bad boy in WWE. In the early stages of Dominic Mysterio and Judgment Day cutting promos, you can see Rhea Ripley eyeballing Dominic, and it was not a look of romantic affection. It was something that we'll just leave there. Yeah, you can look back at it yourself. She even put on the I'm Your Poppy shirt to irk Rey Mysterio. This was changed quickly to I'm Your Mommy. Of course, a reference to the infamous storyline between Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, who claimed to be Dominic's real father in the mid-2000s. 2005, SummerSlam, look it up. They fought for the custody of Dominic in a ladder match.
Which is crazy work if you
real.
really think about
Little
it.
did young Dominic know at the time that he would be the center of a completely different situation when he grew up. Rhea was quickly becoming a big influence in his life. It was easy to see the sub-dom kind of relationship that was being played out here on television. They were together all the time on screen, and she was instrumental in her endless attacks with Dominic on Rey Mysterio. She helped him pin the WWE legend AJ Styles on Monday Night Raw. Then the harassment reached
these
a new
videos.
level. They first hijacked the Mysterios' family Thanksgiving dinner. Dominic, for his part, began sacrificing himself for Rhea Ripley once again, even getting, missed it in the face by Asuka for the sake of Mommy. The audience loved Rhea, but they absolutely hated Dominic, which probably...
Y'all better be chilling over there. My dog's tweaking right now.
Was one of the reasons why it made for such good television. It only took a couple of months for things to take off in a big way, and by the end of the year, we got Prison Dom cutting a promo about how jail changed him, even though he was only in county prison for like 30 minutes because he interrupted another Mysterio family holiday occasion. Yeah, he was like Prison Mike from that episode of The Office. We just don't buy it, bud.
Apollo, go somewhere, bro. Go somewhere else. Leave Stallone alone. Come on, leave Stallone alone. Sit right here or something. Damn, dog.
We saw clips of Rhea training Dominic, then their first Valentine's Day dinner, where Mommy had to tell the waiter to go cool on the ketchup because little Dom doesn't like spice. Okay, the ketchup's too spicy for you? Oh, and on top of that, his card was declined and she had to pay. We get where this is going. Yeah, Rhea being the man of the relationship and having to pay the bill was just another layer of adding depth to her character that no other female player in WWE got to have at that moment. Rhea Ripley found more success than any woman in pro wrestling in 2023.
Banger of a
and guess
match,
who turned out to be the direct beneficiary of that? Dirty Dominic. Yes. He went on a small winning streak after WrestleMania 39 when he got his backside whipped by his father, Rey Mysterio, thanks to Rhea Ripley helping him stack up those wins. But more than anything, it helped further grow into his character. That character just so happened to be the biggest coward in WWE. She helped Dominic become the NXT North American champion as well, where his presence on the show gave a small but moderate and healthy boost to the ratings of that third-tier brand for WWE. It seemed like almost everything was great between them until post-WrestleMania season this year, when out of nowhere, but not really out of nowhere, one Liv Morgan would come around and ruin it all. Liv and Rhea had quite some history, with Rhea injuring Liv and putting her on the shelf, and Liv claiming revenge on Rhea at some point. point, and revenge was about to creep up on everyone involved. Not only was it the spelling of the end of the day of the seemingly modern-day fairy tale, dark-dripped, leather-clad romance, but it would be the end of the Judgment Day as we know it. At first, Dominic was seen as being just a pawn in the mind games here. Liv Morgan's intentions were clear. She wanted to take everything from Rhea Ripley that she loved. Thus, the name of Liv Morgan's Revenge Tour. Liv had every incentive to get back at Rhea, but the good old-fashioned backstage attack, putting her on the shelf with an injury, wasn't going to be enough. This is where a new level of brilliance for this entire story began to unfold. The old saying of how mental scars are worse than physical ones. Liv Morgan knew that even after attacking Rhea Ripley fresh off her big win at WrestleMania 40 over Becky Lynch and forcing her to vacate the Women's World Championship, the knife needed to be dug even deeper. The first part of the plan, though, for Liv Morgan was to capture that Women's World Championship that Rhea never lost and was forced to vacate due to the injury. After one failed attempt in a Battle Royal match on Raw, she managed...
Ain't gonna lie, bro. After that Battle Royal and Becky Lynch won, wrestling Twitter, the IWC, bro, that shit was a dumpster fire. They were calling her Becky Hogan, like saying like, well, why she always winning? And I think agreed a little bit. I didn't want Liv to win. I didn't understand why Becky needed to win that, but I forgot where Liv won. I think she ended up winning. Oh, I think it was at a Saudi Arabia show, and Dom helped her or something. I'm pretty sure. So I guess they made the right decision. But now we don't even know if Becky's gonna come back, bro. Like, honestly, I thought it was a work at first. Like, oh yeah, she's just playing it up as a retirement, but shoot, I don't know, bro.
To do exactly that in Saudi Arabia. And looking back at it, Dominic's interference was kind of sus. Yeah, very suspect. Yeah. He first told Liv Morgan before the match that he flew all the way to Saudi Arabia on behalf of Rhea Ripley, and his goal was to make sure Liv Morgan wouldn't be the Women's World Champion in that match with Becky Lynch. But that plan backfired. Liv used the opportunity to take advantage of the chair and become a...
What just happened twice now, bro? She used the chair here to win the world title, and then SummerSlam, Dom helped her with the chair. She hit the what's her finisher? I don't know, but she hit that little thing off the ropes onto the chair. 1, 2, 3 again, bro.
Champion again, taking the title off of Becky Lynch in a very controversial fashion. The next time on Raw, it was a little more accidental, but Dominic helped Liv anyway, leading to a moment where she first kissed him in the shadow of a steel cage and a very upset Becky Lynch. Liv Morgan had truly laid down the trap for Dominic, and the second part of the plan was now underway. Take Dominic away from Rhea. Despite months of persistence from Damian Priest to make his feelings clear to Liv Morgan, Dom never did it until he was forced to. The consequences of his actions were quickly catching up with him once Rhea Ripley returned on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, breaking up a very weird embrace between Liv Morgan and Dominic, but it didn't help him very long to get back into her good graces of Mummy when she was told something that basically defined their relationship. She said, "I'm not yours, you're mine."
Yeah.
It all came to a head. SummerSlam 2024, not too long ago in Cleveland, Ohio. Rhea Ripley strutting to the ring, purple and black. Her first big match after a serious shoulder injury, of course inflicted on her by Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan dancing around the ring, trying to avoid it. Rhea Ripley technically shoving her shoulder back into the socket. All of it playing out and teasing of a questionable interaction from Dominic at ringside, only for him to once again sneak that chair into the ring, but this time Liv Morgan once again to take out Rhea and retain the title. But in the post-match scene, it was so much more of the revenge being for Liv.
Look at this shit, Rhea.
That's right. Dominic would embrace her and leave the ring.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Smooch.
Look at this.
And breaking the heart of Rhea Ripley in the process.
I ain't show it, bro. But look, first of all, I'm gonna say she said, "I'm not yours, you're mine." That right there, that's when Dom changed. That's when he became a real man. He said, nah. Because Liv's over here like, nah, like, I'm going to call you daddy. You feel me? No, daddy, I'm not saying that. But Liv said that about Dom. And Rhea's over here saying, I'm not yours, you're mine. Dom like, I'm going to play it cool. But fuck that, right? So, boom. And, bro, Liv was tonguing this man Dom down. in front of Rhea and in front of his wife back home. My goodness.
Just lose the championship.
My goodness.
She lost Dominic in the process. The entire storyline is the big example of how WWE is pushing the limits of PG-rated content. It really wasn't a love triangle based on love. It was a love triangle based on feelings of hatred, jealousy, and using one person to get back at another. On one hand, Dominic was with a woman on screen who basically owned him in Rhea, treating him like a pet on a leash. On the other hand, someone was offering to be submissive in their relationship. Despite him denouncing Liv Morgan and leaving her in tears, it was all a ruse, yes. Whether it was Dominic deciding that he didn't want what he had with Rhea anymore, or whether he simply felt more affection for Liv Morgan as a better option, one thing is obvious. Dominic is a freaking sleazebag. That's right, we know you guys who are Rhea lovers wanted to hear that. From being presented as a person dragged into the middle of a storyline between two women who hate each other, he turned out to be the biggest villain out of all of it. Liv Morgan, while not exactly an angel, no, she's more of a devil, had motivations to just be justified in seeking revenge. But now she's gotten more than revenge. She's gotten the affections and dedication of Dominic. But Dominic, nothing justified what he did to Rhea next. She helped him win his first singles title in WWE. She helped him retain it. Helped him step out of his father's shadow and genuinely helped him become a better superstar. Yes, the people that wrote this script have some really twisted views. He's a better man because he was with her. Oh wow, when have I heard this before? Dominic played the long game and betrayed her. He used her to get ahead and jumped into a favorable situation with someone else who was clearly using him. So don't worry, he's being used here too. Take 2 steps further back and you can also see that Rhea kind of abused Dominic along the way until he joined the Judgment Day, and in a weird, twisted way was dealt with some blunt force karma on herself. That's the brilliance of WWE's modern, long-term storytelling. It's not all black and white. The shades of gray are what makes the most of it. Dominic Mysterio, that innocent, clean-cut babyface from a few years ago, is now WWE's biggest villain. He is the most despised person. The guy can't cut promos without getting booed out of every building in the world. And there's no doubt he's going to face the consequences of his own actions one way or another. The big question now remains, is Dominic going to be the player, or is he eventually going to be played himself? Something makes me think that a new revenge tour recently started. It's the type of story that's going to have some major long-term consequences for everybody involved, especially little dirty Dominic. Until then, he's going to continue to be the most hated man in all of professional wrestling. What do you think? Let us know in the comments.
Alright, so look, let me spit some game to y'all, and some of y'all may realize this too, right? All this is Rhea Ripley's fault, bro. Rhea's the one who was teamed up with Liv Morgan, but she turned on her and was attacking her. She put her on the shelf, right? So everything she got coming to her right now is Rhea's fault. She's the one who attacked Dom and starts seducing him with the legs and all that, right? Asserting her dominance over Dom, right? What did she say? She said, "I'm not yours, you're mine," right? She trying to be the controller, blah, blah, blah. She did that to Dom. She did that to Liv. Now, guess what? She took everything from you. They were in it together because of you. So, I mean, I guess people just love Rhea, but in reality, she should be, you know what I'm saying? She's not the real face. She's really the heel. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments below. Like, comment, sub. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.